Well, hi YouTubers, hi, I'm back with the 6 Most 60 books, and it is Chase Your Dreams, Dance Under the Stars, Fall in Love at the Festival of Burning Moon by Jo Watson. Now, I'm sorry, I got this at the works, and it was £1, and I couldn't get the label off, it's kind of stuck there. Okay, so, yeah, so I don't press tags on there. Let me read the blurb. Being jilted at the altar in front of 500 wedding guests can lead you to irrational behaviour, such as going on your honeymoon to Thailand alone. On the way to paradise, symptoms may include getting arrested, setting yourself on fire, turning up on a missing poster and going viral. Be prepared for side effects such as desert island stranding, stargazing and jungle trekking. Recovery will lead to partying the night away at Burning Moon Festival and falling in love when you least expect it. Okay, so Lily has been dumped at the altar by her boyfriend Michael, and just the way it opens, this is brutal. This is the prologue. This is straight there. I'm sorry I can't. No matter how long I stared at the scribbled note, the meaning stayed the same. I held up hope and praying that the sunlight would illuminate the other words that had been written in magic invisible ink when nothing appeared. It was those 4 tiny little words, and yet they had the power to bring my whole world crashing down around me in an instant, splintering and exploding into a million little pieces. I managed to pry my eyes away from the note and found myself staring into terrified faces of my stepsister and 2 best friends. They looked very concerned, like I was a ticking time bomb, and they were right. So, straight in there, Michael's left her at the altar. She's wearing this fantastic bespoke dress. She practically rips it off herself, off her body. And then 18 pages later, she decides, I've got this honeymoon in Thailand. She actually lives in South Africa. I'm going to go there. I'm going to do my honeymoon by myself. So here we go. This amused me greatly. An hour and 15 minutes, I was sprinting through Iowa Tambo International Airport. People gasped and stared at me. I was all possessed, but I pressed on. The gates were about to close, and I was officially the last person aboard. I could even hear them calling my name over the booming intercom. I finally boarded the plane in a flustered state that took me a minute or two to notice the stairs being thrown in my direction. Clearly the other passengers weren't pleased. I kept them waiting, but frankly I didn't care. Then I felt my face going hot red with embarrassment, looked from my slippers to my pyjama pants and up to my top, and realised I wasn't just wearing slippers, I was wearing my pyjamas. That's page 19. I love that. Lily is organised. She is meticulous, methodical. Her entire relationship with Michael was so to the point. They basically wanted the whole marriage, house, kids, children, but they never really kind of embrace life and this stupid stuff. Lily is in a position to do such stupid stuff. Now the thing is, on the plane, I love this book is cliche, okay, but I loved it. On the plane she meets Damien. Damien, because he's a little bit judgmental at this point, he's a goth, he's a backpacker, and it's the ultimate kind of cliche that, yeah, Lily hooks up with him. Lily hooks up with him. The guy on the plane, who even though he is basically backpacking around the world, he is from a rich family. Cliche time. Okay, so Lily invites Damien to kind of stay with her. Okay, obviously he's on the couch. And then he takes her off to help us explore Thailand and wake up to how great the world is. And there's this bit here, okay, because this is kind of like shows Lily's mental state before the whole big, I call it the reawakening, okay? How she's so methodical. It's about her wedding invitations. I spent hours at the paper shop choosing just the right colour, texture and thickness. Hours spent with the designer, finding the right layout and design elements to make it perfect. The names were an off-white colour. Romantic Eggshell Dream was the name of the paper. They're embossed in the corner with a delicate flower design and all handwritten in calligraphy. Small lady sat there for days doing them all, and I folded them in half and tied them together with lavender ribbons. I don't know, a thought hit me. A scandal was going to be spoken about my family for the next millennium at least. In fact, it'd probably be passed down from generation to generation in a great African tradition of storytelling. Some great niece of mine lived in the year 2104, where there was faded breakfast and everyone lives in hydroponic bubble suits. We'll still be hearing about the legendary story of poor Aunt Lily, reserved at the altar in front of all the friends and family. And so for the rest of her life, at every family function, I'll probably hear, "Shame, shame, poor Lily, you must be heartbroken. Oh, shame, I'm so embarrassed. I don't know how you cope. Poor, poor Lily. Maybe you should just go live out under the rest of your sad, pathetic, lonely life under a rock in the middle of the desert with only Elizabeth to keep you company." I love that bit. And one thing I like about Damien is Damien may be from a rich family. He's without pretension. He is... oh, sorry. He is a generally sweet, good guy. He kind of sees the best in people. And he just sees... He can look at Lily and see how refreshed she is and wants her to wake up. Okay. So... this book is just fun and bubbly and cliched, and they have to go to this festival called the Burning Moon and eventually how to get there. And you have to read something. One thing I like about this book is it doesn't over describe Thailand. You kind of, a lot of books when they're in Thailand do cliche Thailand, okay? The tuk-tuks, the elephants, yeah, that kind of stuff. This does it in a way which kind of feels quite natural. Now, Joe Watson's kind of nailed the kind of balance. When an author over describes a location, it kind of takes it out a little bit too much. And under describes it could just be anywhere. It's got the right balance. So, I know, I actually did appreciate this. So, but in fact, okay, Lily hooks up with this guy. Okay. But I also mentions the fact that Lily is also going from one relationship to another, and she actually does need to work on herself before she can consider pursuing a relationship with Damien. This bit really, really grabbed me. It was my last night in Thailand, so I walked down to the beach, sat on the sand and looked at the moon. It all looked different to me now. I'd always be reminded of my night with Damien. I wasn't sure it was a good thing or a bad thing to have a nightly reminder of him, but then again, also didn't want to forget him ever. I wondered if he was looking at the moon right now, and in the future, no matter where he was in the world, the same moon would always link us. Looked at the calm, pale sea. It too was reflecting the moon's light. And even though this was one of the most beautiful places on earth, it had nothing to alleviate the complete heartbreak that was twisting my gut into knots. I took a deep breath, as it was painful to breathe. I smiled at myself. Even though my heart was broken, I'd also never felt so strong in my entire life. Before coming on this so-called honeymoon, I was a girl who never eaten in a restaurant by herself, always had a boyfriend and a group of friends around her. She never really done anything on her own, was afraid of change and paralysed by the unpredictable thing that didn't fit her plan. And sex. I was afraid of that too. But I'll be returning home differently. I left the old Lily behind at Burning Moon, but also left a little part of my heart there. Maybe you can't have it all. I wanted Damien. I wanted him so badly. I also knew I didn't need him. I knew I'd be able to live without him. I wouldn't die in his absence. It would be hard and painful. There'd be lots of tears, tissues and ice cream. I would eventually get over him. But I'd never forgive what he'd given me. I was awakened, changed, new. Now, that bit is cliche, but that bit, what I just read, the longest thing I've actually read so far, was really, really beautiful. Okay, just for sometimes when you're writing the first person narrative, the narrative can go a bit askew. No, respect to Jo Watson. She's nailing the narrative, as they say. She's nailing the narrative. So I generally did enjoy this book. I do recommend it. It was a sweet, frothy, kind of cliche, but you know, I read this when it was snowing. That's when you need a book like Burning Moon. So, Jo Watson, kudos. I really enjoyed this book. And congrats. And also read it over 6 million times. Well done to you too. So, sign off here, YouTubers. And bye now.